lastly completed video up to 48 questions BTPP repertory. Today we'll do the further MCQs that will help you in different competitive examinations. So let's start. So the first questions, that is 49, mistrust is found in which chapter of BTPP? Option A, I, option B, general, option C, sensation, and option D, mind. So the correct answer is option D, that is mind. This is the correct answer. I will tell you some information about the tricks which help you to remember different mind rubric in BTPP. That's all rubric starts with M are found in mind. In mind chapter, that's the rubric which are starting with M that are found in mind chapter, and only one exception, that is memory. Memory is found only in intellect chapter. Okay, all other rubrics starting with M find in mind chapter. So the next question, 50, amativeness is found in which chapter of Bonnie-Hussen repertory? Option A, mind, option B, skin, option C, urinary organs, and option D, vertigo. So the correct answer is option A, that is mind. Amativeness is found in mind chapter. So I will tell you more things that will remember more rubric in mind chapter, that all rubrics starting with A are found in mind chapter. Only one exception, that is found in intellect chapter, that is only activity. Activity rubric is found out in intellect chapter. Okay, all other rubric starting with A are found out in mind chapter. So the next question, 51, UBI means according to Bonnie-Hussen, seat of the disease, cause, concomitant, or the time of modality. The correct answer is seat of the disease. I already told you that UBI means the seat of the disease. Next question, rubric delirium is seen in dash chapter of Bonnie-Hussen repertory. Option A, mind, option B, intellect, option C, sensation and complaints, and option D, sleep and dreams. So the correct answer is option B, that is intellect. It is the correct answer. Rubric delirium is seen in intellect chapter of Bonnie-Hussen. That I will mention that one trick, that is intellect starting with I, and there is I is present, and there is both letter, both E and both L, and in intellect there is I. In delirium there is double I, and in there is intellect there is both L and 2E. Exception only one, that starting with D, that is despair, that is only find out in mind chapter. Okay, all other rubric that starting with D is find out in intellect chapter. Next, 53, insanity is found in which chapter of Bonnie-Hussen's repertory? Mind, general, sensation, and option D, intellect. So the correct answer is option D, intellect. It is the correct answer. I'll tell you that all rubrics starting with I is find out in intellect chapter, but only one, that is exception, that is indifference. Indifference is find out in mind chapter, and all other rubrics starting with I is find out in insanity, like all find out in intellect chapter. Next question, that is 54. In the classification of characteristic symptoms into 7 categories by Bonnie-Hussen, Quomodo stands for option A, modalities of time, option B, causation, option C, personality of patient, and option D, modalities of circumstances. We all know that Quomodo stands for Option D, that is modalities of circumstances. This is the correct answer. And one more thing related, Huando. Huando means modalities of time. Here is modalities of circumstance, that is Huomodo. Next, 55. Von Bonninghausen generalized the symptoms by adopting A. Doctrine of analogy. Option B. General symptom. Option C. The conceptual image of the patient. Option D. The common symptom. So the correct answer is the doctrine of analogy. It is the option A is the correct answer. Bonninghausen generalized, that means doctrine of analogy. Bonninghausen analytical mind came to conclusion that to complete the symptom, there is necessary to generalize some symptom sensation pertaining to one part should also be applied to the other part. So this is called doctrine of grand generalization. So the next questions, 56. What does the word Huomodo means in repertory language? The word Huomodo, first option personality, second option cause, C seat of the disease, and D time. So the correct answer is option D, time. This is the correct answer. I already told you. Next, 57. To which chapter in Bonninghausen's repertory does chlorosis belong? Chlorosis means here mentioned that is anemia. It is found out in sensation chapter. Okay, in BTBB we find the that chlorosis in sensation chapter. And one more thing, that in Kent repertory chlorosis is found out in generalities chapter. Next question, 58. To which subchapter in Bonninghausen's repertory does abortion belong? Option A, genitalia of female. Option B, sexual organs. Option C, generalities. Option D, menstruation. We all know that the symptoms of female are related to the menstruation chapter. Here it is the abortion is found out in menstruation chapter. And one more thing, in Kent repertory, the rubric abortion, this abortion rubric is find out that is found in genitalia of female, and in BBC rubric abortion is present in genitalia female organ. Both Kent and BBC there is the rubric abortion is found in genitalia female. Next, 59. How many medicines are there in Bonninghausen's repertory? 347. Option B 430. Option C 547, and option D 638. So the correct answer. So friends, I tell one more thing, that although the options provided in this questions is little bit confusing, but the most appropriate answer here would be 347. The original book of BTPB consists of 126 remedies, while editing T.F. Allen, he dropped out 4 remedies and added some 220 remedies to the original of 126 remedies, so that the number of medicines now appearing in Allen's edition is 342. And in Dr. H.A. Roberts' editions, Bonninghausen's therapeutic pocket book, he few minor changes, he done few minor changes and carrying an elaborate introduction, and there are the number of medicines in that edition is 362. Okay, so the next question is, how many grades do you find in Bonninghausen's therapeutic pocket book? 3, option B 4, option C 5, option C, option D 6. So the correct answer is option C, that is 5. Okay, this is the correct answer. 5, I tell you that the 5 grades are capital, that represent 5 marks, bold, that represent 4 marks, and italics, that represent 3 marks, and Roman, that represent 2 marks, and the Roman in parenthesis, that represent 1 mark. Okay. Next question, 61. BTPB was published in option A 1896, option B 1897, option C 1846, and option D 1833. So the correct answer is 1846, which is published in German language. Okay. Then 62, quiz means disease, option B location, option C modalities, and option D personality. So the correct answer is personality. Option D, it is the correct answer. Quiz means personality. Next question, 63, in Bonnie-Hussein's repertory, dislocation is in chapter option A extremities, option B joints, option C complaints, and option D sensation. So the correct answer is option D, that is sensation. Rubric dislocation is find out. In 64, Repertory of Antisoric was published by option A Dr. Samuel Hahnemann, option B Dr. J.T. Kane, option C Dr. Constantine Herring, option D Bonnie-Hussein. So the correct answer is Dr. Bonnie-Hussein. Repertory of Antisoric. He published it in 1832. That Repertory of Antisoric Medicine, and this preface is done by Dr. Samuel Hahnemann. This Repertory of Antisoric. Next question, 65. Rubric cyanosis in Bonnie-Hussein's repertory is under option A skin, option B generalities, option C sensation, option D complaints. So the correct answer is option C, that is sensation. Rubric cyanosis. And one more thing, in Kent repertory, cyanosis is present in chest, extremities, and generalities chapter. There is in 3 chapters. There we find out that cyanosis rubric in chest, then extremities, and then generalities. And in BBCR, cyanosis is present in sensation and complaints in general. This chapter. Okay. 66. Biting belong to subchapter in Bonnie-Hussein's repertory. Biting that belongs which chapter? Which subchapter? That is option A mouth, option B skin, option C sensation, option D complaints. So the correct answer is sensation. Sensation chapter. We find that biting. 67. Concordance means relationship between 2 remedies. Option B concomitant, option C characteristic symptoms, option D all. So the correct answer is option A, relationship between 2 medicines. We all know that concordance means. Next, 68. Bonnie-Hussein was born in the year 1812, 1785, option C 1793, option D 1801. The correct answer is 1785, that is option B. Bonnie-Hussein's full name is Baron Clemens Maria French von Bonnie-Hussein. He was born in March 12, 1785 in Netherlands, and he died on January 26, 1864 in 79 years. Okay, in 79 years Bonnie-Hussein died. Next question, 69. Bonnie-Hussein's repertory was translated to English by option A Bory, option B Bogart, option C William Oscar, option C Nard. So the correct answer is option B, that is Bogart. Bogart is the correct answer. Next question. Some of the emotional rubrics have been placed in Bonnie-Hussein's repertory under the chapter option A fever, option B sleep, option C sensation and complaints, option D aggravation. So the correct answer is option D, that is aggravation chapter. In aggravation chapter, some emotional rubric have been placed in Bonnie-Hussein's repertory under the chapter aggravation, like excitement, emotion, that are found in aggravation chapter. Next, 71. Therapeutic pocketbook by Bonnie-Hussein had originally option A 124 remedies, option B 126 remedies, option C 136 remedies, option D 156 remedies. So the correct answer is 126 remedies. And this is the correct answer. Okay. Next, 72. Cubus auxilius. That means what? A, seat of the disease, option B concomitant, option C personality of the disease, and option D causation of the disease. That means correct answer is concomitant. that is Cubus auxilius, is the concomitant. I already told you in last video. Okay. Option next 73. The rubric hernia is found under which chapter of Bonnie-Huss's therapeutic pocketbook? Option A, abdominal ring. Option B, internal abdomen. Option C, external abdomen. And option D, sensation. So the correct answer is option B, it is internal abdomen. We find that hernia rubric is present in internal abdomen chapter. And little more things, hernia present in Kent Repertory in the chapter of abdomen chapter. And in BBCR, hernia is present in external abdomen. Okay, external abdomen chapter. We found that hernia rubric is present. Next question, question number 74. The first subsection in the chapter fever in the old edition of Bonnie-Huss's therapeutic pocketbook. Option A, circulation of blood. Option B, chill. Option C, coldness. Option C, compound fever. So I will tell you that in the old edition of BTBB, there are subsection of fever. Number 1, there was circulation of blood. Number 2, cold state. Number 3, coldness. Number 4, heat. Number 5, that is perspiration. Number 6, compound fever. And number 7, concomitant complaints. So the correct answer is option A, that is circulation of blood is the first subsection of fever. 75. As per Bonnie-Huss's concept, the quid pertain to option A, nature and peculiarity of disease. Option B, personality of the patient. Option C, cause of the disease. Option D, modality. So the correct answer is option A, that is nature and peculiarity of the disease. This is the correct answer. Next question 76. The doctrine of concomitant is the gift of option A, Bonnie-Huss. Option B, William Bory. Option C, A.C. Allen. Option D, C.M. Bory. So the correct answer, we all know that Bonnie-Huss is the correct answer. Doctrine of concomitant invented by Bonnie-Huss. This is the main principle that that helps to individualizing the case as well as the remedy. Okay. Next 77. In Bonnie-Huss's repertory, emaciation is in the chapter. Which chapter means? Option A, generalities. Option B, face. Option C, sensation. And option D, all of the above. That is none of the above. Okay. So the correct answer is option C, that is sensation. This is the correct answer. This is option C is the correct answer in sensation. Okay. Next 78. Bonnie-Huss's repertory of anti-story with the preface by Hahnemann was published in the year. Option A, 1890. Option B, 1790. Option C, 1835. Option D, 1832. So the correct answer is 1832. Option B, that is the correct answer. Next question 79. Bonnie-Huss's repertory rubric impaired is under option A, intellect. Option B, complaints. Option C, head. Option D, internal head. So the correct answer is impaired is present in intellect chapter. That is option A. This is the correct answer. And I will tell you one more thing, that all rubric that starting with I, that all rubrics starting with I are present in intellect chapter except one, that is indifference. This is only present in mind chapter. Okay. Next question number 80. In comparison to location, sensation is option A, more important. Option B, less important. Option C, same. Option D, no relation. So in comparison to location, sensation is the more important. Option A is the correct. We know the sequence that location, sensation, modality, concomitant is the main features in Bonnie-Huss's repertory. That this is the symptoms we collect for totality of symptoms according to Bonnie-Huss. 81. In Bonnie-Huss's repertory, haughtiness is found in the chapter option A, mind. Option B, sensation. Option C, complaints. And option D, intellect. So the correct answer answer is mind. Option A is the mind is the correct answer. 40 minutes. And I will tell you that all rubric that starting with H, all rubrics starting with H is find out in mind chapter. Okay? In Bonnie-Hussein's Repertory. Next questions. In Bonnie-Hussein's Repertory, the photomania is found in the chapter option A mind, option B eyes, option C intellect, and option D vision. So the correct answer is eyes. Option B is the correct answer. Sorry, option B is not vision. Option D is the correct answer. Not this one is the correct. Sorry. Option D is the correct answer. That is vision. Photomania we find out in vision. Okay. So today I completed all the important questions related to BTPB. If you have any questions, you can ask me in comment section. Okay. If you like, then please subscribe my channel and also hit the bell icon. Okay.